Gone are the days when SUVs were only deemed suitable for off-roading and hauling stuff. Modern electrified SUVs are raising the bar when it comes to creature comforts, performance, and ride quality. Many have already been unveiled, but some are yet to be seen. In this video, we will shed a light on all such great SUVs. Volvo EX90. Volvo has just unveiled the EX90, which is essentially an electrified version of its spectacular mid-sized SUV, the XC90. Closely resembling in looks to its gasoline-powered brother, the all-electric three-row SUV has got several features both inside and outside its skin to boast. The drag coefficient sits at 0.29 thanks to the ultra-slippery exterior. Furthermore, a comprehensive suite of radars, cameras, and LiDARs will be offered as standard, which is generally an optional extra. Aside from a sustainable powertrain, the EX90 will also utilize various recycled components in its interior that'll be every bit as eye-catchy as the exterior. A range of over 350 miles and a super quick charging system further makes the Swedish vehicle a great entrant in the SUV fraternity. Polestar 3. Volvo's sister brand, Polestar, has made a name for itself by solely focusing on all-electric vehicles. The Polestar 3 SUV is the brand's latest offering that's likely to hit the market sometime in mid-2023. Like the company's existing models, the all-electric SUV also flaunts the same clean yet futuristic exterior. The interior too exhibits elements of Swede DNA that, together with the combination of high-end driver assistive features, make for a car that can be aptly termed as a great travel companion. With a peak power figure of almost 520 horsepower and a claimed range of 300 miles per charge, the Polestar 3 is certainly a vehicle worth shortlisting for people who want their electric SUVs to stand out from others. Smart One electric SUV. Smart has carved a unique identity for itself by making funky electric cars that are well suited for short daily runs. However, the brand's latest vehicle is a 5-door crossover SUV, which is a significant departure from the brand's traditional lineup. The design philosophy of the Smart One is also distinct, but in a quite good way. With the interior nicely integrating modern and classic design elements, power figures stand at 272 horsepower for the normal versions, while the Brabus edition will churn out a sizable 428 horses. For a small and entry-level EV, the Smart One offers ample customizations that would definitely work in its favor. The price isn't confirmed yet, as the SUV would be launched in the first half of 2023. Chevrolet Blazer EV SS. American automakers have entered the EV race with all their guns blazing, and the Chevy Blazer SUV is a good testament to this fact. Intended as an entry-level all-electric crossover, the Blazer tries to attract the growing SUV fan base towards itself through its bold styling and healthy numbers. Built on an entirely new Ultium platform, the American midsize crossover will have a range hovering around 300 miles, depending on the variant you go for. The SS variant will offer a staggering 557 horsepower power output with various contrasting cosmetic upgrades, differentiating it from lower trim levels. The SS trim, being the top spec version, would cost around $65,000, which may sound a bit on the higher side, but the additional niceties certainly make up for the bump in the price tag. Fisker Ocean. The young automotive startup Fisker has now taken up the daring task of mass-producing a relatively affordable all-electric SUV. Offering promising features and stats, the Fisker Ocean certainly has the characteristic head-turning appeal that most modern EVs have somehow managed to achieve. As for the power figures, they start at 275 and go up to 550 horsepower for the range-topping version. Range is estimated to be between 250 and 350 miles, though the optional solar sky roof will certainly amp up the range to some extent. The most promising feature, though, is the California mode that opens the roof and all the windows to provide a convertible experience. Price for the SUV starts just under $40,000 and touches almost $70,000 for the top spec 1 variant. BMW iX1. While all the mainstream automakers are expanding their resources on making massive electric SUVs, BMW has decided to make its EV portfolio diverse with the launch of the iX1. The compact crossover is essentially an electrified version of the brand's entry-level X1 SUV that's been on sale for quite a while. The German automaker has made some subtle cosmetic changes to distinguish the EV version from the gasoline variant, the key being the blue trims that highlight the electrified drivetrain. For a rather basic EV, the iX1 has got over 300 horsepower and an approximate range of under 250 miles, which is sufficient for daily needs. The small all-wheel drive crossover bears a price tag of just under $50,000, which of course is without any optional extras. Cadillac LYRIQ. General Motors' luxury division Cadillac has taken the world by surprise thanks to its stunning all-electric LYRIQ SUV. The main highlight of the American luxury EV is its giant front fascia that looks like something from a concept car. Judging by the performance figures, the LYRIQ seems pretty punchy, especially for the top-spec all-wheel drive version. Surprisingly, the rest of the driving dynamics have been tuned to prioritize comfort over performance, which is something rare these days, especially when it comes to high-end offerings. As for the tech features, they're ample, though the infotainment system is the same as the one used in the new Escalade. Unlike its posh competitors, the LYRIQ doesn't have an eye-watering price tag, which would surely work in its favor. Lotus ELETRE. Lotus has recently bid farewell to gasoline-powered cars to focus entirely on all-electric vehicles. The ELETRE SUV marks the first step towards this strategy, and by the looks of it, the English brand has done a remarkable job. The all-electric SUV is the brand's first ever venture towards SUVs, and its aggressive and imposing stance certainly leaves a great impression. Complementing the athletic looks are 595 horses that are ready to unleash themselves upon a gentle tap to the accelerator. The 373 miles claimed range is also impressive, considering the electric SUV is an all-new endeavor for the niche brand. Destined to go on sale in late 2023, the performance-packed SUV would likely have a starting price tag just above $100,000.